Good morning and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to do my favorite plumbing system for conversions. This can be applied to a truck, could be applied to a bus, could be applied to a van. I love this plumbing system. We have done it before in Jaylina's T1N Sprinter van. It's very simple, it's very easy, and let me tell you the pros real quick. You can get water anywhere. You also don't have to worry about winterizing. Like, it makes the water system so simple, so easy to maintain. I am a huge fan of simple and functional. I have a full water system here with water tanks, water heater, I personally would never do that again in any rig in the future because it's so much maintenance. Like, you got to do antifreeze in the winter. Maybe I'll talk more about it at the end. But in a bus that big with that much size, it's like it has to be done. But I also probably wouldn't build something that big if I was building again. So I'm excited to show you this plumbing system. We've done it before. We're going to do it again. We're going to do the work, and then I will talk you through it at the end so that you could apply this to your own project. And then I'll talk more in depth about why I really like this water system compared to a bunch of other stuff. So let's get into the work day. Also, our friends Andrew and Susanna are over here visiting. I will put a link to them. We're all getting ready to do something really cool, which you guys will see in future videos, but they're here visiting. Stoked to see them. Now, yeah, let's get to work. Just got a game plan together. We went back and watched the old video where we did this in Jaylina's other van, and it made me remember a couple things, and it was a refresher, so I'll attach the link below to that too, so like you could watch a few different versions of this same video and really educate yourself. We got a plan. We had some extra parts, but we got to go to Jerry's and get some more parts, and I don't see any reason this doesn't get done today.
Oh, you know, we also need to check, because I had an issue with last time, was the hose for the drain was not long enough, and we had to buy like a foot of hose to attach to it, so we need to make sure that's going to be long enough.
Got it.
So we'll check that first and then we'll go.
Y'all, I'm not feeling like a very good YouTuber. We went to Jerry's, got all the supplies, got back, already had lunch, and I forgot to film any of that. So this is me relaying that happened between the last clip and this one. Anyways, we got everything we need to get the plumbing done, and I'm probably just gonna film doing the work, and then I will walk you through it the best I can at the end. But if you've been watching any of these videos, you know that she bought a bunk switch and she ordered a new switch. It's here. We're gonna go ahead and put this in real quick. I'm not gonna film that before I start putting water tanks and all that stuff in here. Well, it's as open as it can be, so I'm gonna hop on that switch and then we'll get to work on this. Y'all, I know this isn't part of the plumbing, but I just reinstalled a new switch. The old switch was bad. Boom, look up there, fancy lights. The little thing I just tested. Right here. Hello. I was just watching our old video trying to remember what hole size we use. 1.25" hole saw. And this will thread through. So, the plan is, here's the deal. You should use a step bit and just step this down. We don't have one, so I'm going to hit it with some sketchy moves. Anybody who's ever tried to hole saw a pre-existing hole kind of knows what I'm talking about. We're just going to see how it goes together.
That looks so sketchy. Do not put your arm that close to that.
See how this goes. Boom! Barely. Does it go on the other side? Okay. I'm gonna do it twice and just do it all right now. This is what it looks like. I slip this on there, put a hose clamp on it, boom. And then this just basically sits in the water tank like this. You just take this off, refill this anywhere, easy. I want to show you the T's, right? So we're all silicone plumbing on the front, the sucking part, right? The pushing part is all going to be stainless steel. We've made the mistake of putting the silicone on the pushing and it expands, right? So this is all silicone plumbing on this side of the water pump over here, and then when we come off of the pump to the faucet, it's gonna go from this to this T, and this T is gonna go into the hot and cold. And it'll make more sense once it's in there. We have a problem. So I was connecting all this stuff, right? And this stuff works for the faucet. This is the hose she got to go from here to here, and this doesn't fit on here. So look at the, can you see what that looks like? And you see how this is a little different. I'm not sure if you can tell on camera. It's a different fitting. So we gotta go back to Jerry's. We are back again, and I forgot to film that whole situation. Let's get this put together. Correction to our older video or older clip. This is what we got before. 3/8 MIP, 1/4 inch, blah, blah, blah. And it did work with these other ones, but you had to push it on first and then it would grab. But we just got 3 of these, 3/8 compression to 3/8 MIP. And now this will go in our T, but now look how well this threads.
So much better.
So, should get a close up. This is the part you actually need right there. That's it. And then where's the, got this mounted right here so she can preserve this space for like a trash can.
Okay. One little that I gotta cut off, that's it. Cool. I don't think this is on right. I'm gonna take this out.
Y'all, we got a little water thrown in the tank, so we got it all tied up. We're gonna test it, make sure it works, and then I'll walk you through it. So let's see. She's putting a fuse in right now. All right, here we go. Let's see if the pump works. Pump's working.
Dang, it's so quiet.
I don't see any water. Oh. Whoa! Check it out. Boom! Checking for leaks.
Oh, checking all this stuff for leaks.
Yeah. The cool thing about these is these are quick connects, so when you release these, it's a check valve. The water won't back into it. We just checked it off. Works no problem. No leaks. We're gonna clean up a little bit, and then I will walk you through the whole thing. All right, let's walk you through this water system. So these are two 20-liter just regular old tanks off of Amazon. You can get these anywhere, right? And then we cut off the nipple that's right here, cut that off on both sides, and then we installed this quick connect, right? And this has the tube inside that's drawing water from the tanks, so you just can disconnect these real quick. We put in this lashing strap. You can unhook this, pull these tanks out. This is supposed to have a check valve in it so that when you release it, the water doesn't drop out. I don't know if they sent us the wrong one or we got the wrong part number. So I'll try and figure what's going on here. I'll attach the link. I don't know if they sent us the wrong stuff or what. Then it just pushes in, locks in. It's supposed to have a check valve so the water can't back out. And then I think I'm gonna come around the other side and kind of show you what's going on here. All right, not sure how well you can see, but we teed these together so it's pulling from both tanks. We brought it into this water pump. We connected it here with this silicone food grade hosing. It's coming through the pump, coming out right here, and we made this T right here. And then we put the hot and cold on either side of the T so that no matter what happens at the faucet, you're still getting full flow through. And it's just connected with these connections. I'll try and put links to all this stuff that I can. And that is pretty much it for the fresh side. And then you just hook it up to whatever sink you get. And then we love these van style sinks because it's very simple, flexible tubing that we're just dropping through the floor. And then I have the water pump connected to 12 volts right here. And this sink is really cool, so boom, we turn the water on, the pump is on, pull the faucet out, and then you got water, just like that. Turn the pump off, and you can cover this back up. The reason I like this style of plumbing is for a few reasons, right? So when you do a standard water tank, hot water heater, all that stuff, when it comes to winterizing, so if you're living in it full time and you're running water through it and you're heating water, it's all good, right? But it don't take much. Like if you left that vehicle alone for even a couple days and didn't winterize it and push the water out of the system, it can freeze, break your water heater, break your piping quick. It's happened to me in a bus before, right? The cool thing about this system is it's super easy to use. You just pull the tanks out. You don't got to worry about winterizing it, and also you're not a slave to a hose, right? So if you have a standard RV water tank style setup and you basically have to find a hose bib, connect to a hose, and get your water that way. The cool thing about this tank system like this is you can bring those into a Walmart, fill them. You can take them to a Safeway, fill them up. You could take them, like you fill them up in you don't need a hose. So you can carry. I'm gonna try and put links to all of this stuff that I can. I really love this water system. What I was saying earlier is you can carry less water because it's easier to fill up, right? I love this sink system for vans, for trucks, things like that. I can do the bigger water systems, and I have another video I'll put down below if you do want to go that route. And this is just great, simple, easy, right? I'll put as many links as I can below. If you just happen to have clicked on this video, consider subscribing. And if you're a long-time subscriber, you know we have love and appreciation. Thank you. Bye.